Okay, hi everyone. This is our very first actual vlog. I know that we posted the video last week that we had made for our wedding, but that wasn't officially for the blog. If you read the post, you know that was for our wedding. But this is my lovely husband, Adam. He is the other half of the Florkins. And here's the thing. I know that there's this series called The Boys Behind the Blog, but Adam is the boy of the blog. The blog is half his, and his feelings have been a little hurt lately because when he posts, he doesn't get tons of comments, but when I post, he gets a little jealous. Let's just say that. So we thought we would use our very first vlog to introduce you to Adam a little more, because I know that if you know his personality on camera, then you'll see it come through in his post, and you'll love him and comment on his post more. So anyways, here are some questions. Some of them were submitted by other bloggers. Some of them I may have made up because I'm curious. So let's see. Let's interview Adam. Okay, Adam.
It's great to be here tonight with you all.
Okay, so you did your Which Ryan post where you discussed who was hotter. Ryan, who are your Ryans?
You can't even remember?
No, it's Gosling, and who's the other one?
Reynolds.
Okay. So I guess this question was inspired by that. Someone wants to know, who is better looking, Christian Bale or Ben Affleck?
That kind of depends, on you could go back and you could look at different movies and point out who's better looking in certain settings. With The Witch Ryan, it's pretty clear, Ryan Gosling, better all the time. But Christian Bale or Ben Affleck, it's that's kind of hard because on average I think they're about the same. If you go back and look at some of Christian Bale's earlier movies, I don't know, Batman Begins, Equilibrium, things like that, he's a pretty good looking guy, but lately all I can really notice is that eye wart that he's got going. Seriously, try and not notice it now.
He's got an eye wart?
Yeah, he does. The thing right here, it's I'm Bruce Wayne, but don't look at this throbbing thing.
I haven't noticed.
But Ben Affleck, I think earlier in his career actually was kind of younger guys are not that good looking when they're younger.
Right.
But then as they age and mature, they kind of grow into it. They get more sophisticated. Because if you look at him now, The Town, stuff like that, Parker's hitting the camera.
Parker, stop.
He's a good looking dude,
yeah.
And especially if you saw The Town, the pull up so shredded. So, gun to my head, I'd probably have to go with Batfleck.
Batfleck. Okay, well that leads perfectly into the next question because someone wants to know, what do you think of Ben Affleck as Batman?
Well, we have a post.
We do have a post
that
on
we already
it.
made about that. So click there now.
Yeah, that's not where our link is.
Fair enough. So, here's the thing. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised because I want it to do well. I'm one of those people that I'm kind of thinking that he may not be the best Batman, but I wish he would be. Because it's not I'm hoping for a crappy Batman movie. You know what I mean? Who wants that? Who wants bat nipples and Chris O'Donnell again? The latter.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Anyways,
I often wonder
try and
where
notice
he's going
that.
With things.
Not notice that now. But I think, I don't know. So here's the thing. If you go look at the way Ben Affleck played the characters, his latest roles in The Town and in Argo, kind of that brooding, guy with the chip on his shoulder. I think if he channels that for Batman, it'd be great. As long as he doesn't do the raspy, swear to me voice, I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we have to get rid of that voice.
And also, I think that they did that so that they could maybe hand the keys to him as far as directing for the new Batman movies. Maybe he'll be the director. And let's face it, he's a good director, and Ben Affleck's best in movies he directs. Anyways.
Okay. All right, next question. What would make you leave your home state behind, being Arkansas, and move away from it all?
Well, before, that was kind of the plan for me. And then I wanted to go to Oregon. I love the Pacific Northwest, the granola and jogging. I like that crowd.
And then he met me.
And then I met Kate, and she shackled me to this plot of land, literally.
I did.
You can't see my leg.
They're
There is
bound.
a ball and chain
They're
on
bound.
it, which I wrote Kate on, loving calligraphy. But anyways, really anything.
Anything would make you leave.
Well, not anything. I just said
a box of carrots would make you leave. Anything would make you leave.
Only if they were placed like one after the other, and I continued
to carefully lead you away from the stick.
Ooh, a carrot. Ooh, a carrot. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. I would have to say that I'd be more inclined to go somewhere if it were in the United States. I don't know that I'm quite adventurous enough to like go to another country because it might be a bit of culture shock. I don't know, but I don't have to be in Arkansas.
Got it. Okay. I think that was a hint to me. Okay, so who is the best superhero of all time and why? And let's not spend 6 hours on this because I know he can spend 6 hours on this.
Okay, I'll keep it concise. The best hero of all time for me personally is Daredevil. For those of you who might not know Daredevil, he was a kid who was blinded by chemicals in his youth. They kind of played on the whole, blind people have their other senses are augmented.
Super senses.
So he can hear things 200 yards away. He can detect people's heartbeats. His fingerprint, his sense of touch is so sensitive that he can detect like ink on a piece of paper,
so
etc. So yeah, so he
without Braille.
Correct, and he has like this radar sense, so he can see everything. But for me, the reason why he's the greatest hero, and I'll try and keep it concise, is that he kind of is always the guy that gets back up. Like, Batman has the I never lose factor. Daredevil loses a lot, but he always gets back up and keeps persevering. And as far as heroes go, that's more important because I can relate to that. I don't always, surprise, guys, I don't always win. But,
like when no one comments on his post, he gets really sad.
Seriously. But anyways, so he personally is the best for me. As far as that goes, but he actually doesn't have any real power, so you wouldn't say he's a superhero. But if you're someone that needs Superman with all these godlike abilities to be interesting, then you're lame.
Ooh, smackdown. Okay, next on the list. What is the most essential item to have in a zombie apocalypse?
Besides cardiovascular endurance?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, so zombies, and for those of you who watch The Walking Dead or anything, really the big thing is the head. You got to be able to cut the head off, shoot them through their dead brain, or anything like that. Problem with guns and things like that is A, they make a lot of noise, so they can attract other zombies.
Right.
And B, you're going to eventually run out of ammo. Sorry, arrows.
If you were Katniss, that would work in a zombie apocalypse.
That's true, but you might eventually run out of arrows as well. All I'm saying is these things require munitions. You know what I mean? They require. So what I would go with is probably a katana or like a samurai sword for you gaijin out there. That is Japanese for foreigners. Anyways, because it never needs reloading, it's quiet, and it's got good enough reach so that zombie arms can't grab you. So you just lop a head off and keep running.
Okay, well, I'm counting on you to take care of me in case that day happens. Okay.
Don't be one of those people that thinks the zombie apocalypse is legit.
Okay. What do you really... So, this week on the blog, I posted about how when we got married, I did not opt to take your name as my last name.
We got married?
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did. So, I posted on the blog that this week. It had a lot of reaction. All positive, surprisingly. No one yelled at me. But what do you think about me not taking your name?
About you not taking my name?
Right.
It doesn't bother me at all because I've heard examples of men who would go so far as to call off the wedding if a woman didn't take the last name. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous as far as like, you love this person so much, you claim to, but something like that would cause you to not want to be with them. But I think that's silly. There are things that are worth digging your feet in the ground and kind of making your stand, but that's not really one of them. If I'm so egotistical, the kids are going to have my last name, so there's that. We're not that progressive so that they get your last name. We're still paternal.
We could just name them Florkin.
We could name them Florkin, and they would get their kicked at school.
I don't
know if we have the dubbing capacity or the censoring.
We can't dub,
and we can't swear. Okay, so I'll do that. But it really doesn't bother me. I guess maybe I'm progressive enough that that's not a big deal. But
okay, this is our 55-pound dog who now thinks it's okay to get on the sofa.
This is my microphone. Hello.
Okay, last question. Very important question. So, I mentioned earlier that you're not just a guy behind the blog. You're a guy that's part of this blog.
Mhm.
This is your vlog just as much as it is mine.
Real quick. She is all up on Kate.
Yeah, she is.
She thinks she's this big, but she's really this big. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so why join me in the blogging? What do you like? What about blogging were you like, yeah, I need to do that?
Are you kidding me?
Parker, get down.
There. Off.
You
I'll
are
play
not
with you. I'll play with you
cooperating.
later. Go on.
So what is it about blogging? Well, first it was the fact that you held an emotional gun to my head.
I did not.
No, you seem pretty gung-ho about it, and like most things that you are serious about actually getting into. I mean, there's exercise, but you don't actually like
No,
research or
mm-mm,
study that.
no.
You say you'd like to, but you don't.
I mean, in theory.
But this, you actually, you did your homework, and you're pretty passionate about it, and you thought that it'd be interesting if we did it this way. So in order to help you succeed as much as possible with this novel idea, I thought, I mean, that's originally the thing that I did, is I just went with it to help you succeed. But I will say that it is kind of nice to maybe have an avenue to just like put these random thoughts in my head that you alone normally have to bear the burden of.
Thank you for that.
Out there. But I don't know, one of the weird thing is, and this is for you ladies, so most of the stuff that's gotten the major comments are wedding, gushy girly stuff, and I'm not going to bring that. I'm sorry, it's just not, I mean, I have an ex. Why? Not two X's. Although saying why.
Yeah, like that kind of made it imply that you had two exes.
It's true. I could have two X's and a Y. That's Kleinfelter's. Don't say you didn't learn anything. But anyways,
Where
I
are
don't
we
know.
going with this?
It's just nice to have somewhere to put something. See again the ramblings in my head.
Yeah, I'm glad you have a chance to get those out. Okay, so we're out of time. That's all we have for our very first vlog. Thank you for joining us. Hope you got to know Adam a little better. And if you look right there below, you will see that we have our first ever giveaway on the blog that we're hosting. It's
Yeah.
all us and some fabulous ladies, the 8 ladies right there below us. They're helping out. And it's in celebration of my birthday. So we'll find out the winner on my birthday on the 18th. So be sure to enter and follow all those ladies, do all the options, and we'll see you later.
Bye.